Let's go back to the Gilly Crane hotline as your boy Gary Clark is on the phone. Gary Clark of WDEB in Jamestown. He's going to call in and tell us that Pickett County defeated Red Boiling Springs tonight, didn't they, Gary?
Yeah, they did. A big night for Parker Gore in that one. He had a kickoff return for a touchdown. I think he had a big night for Pickett County as they won their first region game of the season.
Nice job. See, I got that one in there on you. You called the York Institute game. Talk about York Institute's big win tonight.
Hey, that was a big win for York in a hot hole tonight as the Smith County. It was terribly hot. I haven't sweat that much since I owed the Amish Mafia money. You know what happens when you owe the Amish Mafia money, though? You hear clip, clop, bang, clip, clop. That's an Amish drive-by.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What if the Amish were listening tonight?
I don't know, but I'm just going to say I've been taking Ambien.
Gary, talk about and Steve listened to most of your game. He loved your call.
Loved it.
Hey, it was a great ball game tonight. York had some tremendous. All their guys played really well tonight, but they did give up their first defensive touchdown of the year tonight. After going 13 quarters without a defensive touchdown, they gave up 2 tonight.
Wow. Talk about some of the stars for you in your offense.
Of course, Thomas Miller had another big night, went over 100 yards. The jackhammer, Josiah Headings, just ran over people. He had 115 yards. He was our player of the game. When they needed it, he came up with big runs. He didn't score a touchdown, but he had 115 yards rushing, and some of those he was carrying 3 or 4 players. One play, he actually ran through 8 of the Smith County Owls and ran over them. Nice.
That fires up your team. That probably fires up the announcer, too, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's always nice when you got a good lead. And York struggled against Smith County over the past few years, so that was a huge win for them.
We're talking to Gary Clark of WDEB in Jamestown, one of the charter members of the Friday Night Thunder Radio Network. I'm not looking at my schedule. What's up next for York?
Well, we head east next week, and we're going to go over to Oneida. I think they're the number 9 team in Class AA this week in the AP poll, so it's going to be another big challenge for York.
That will be an Eastern. That would be an Eastern time, so it'll be a 6:30 Central Time kickoff.
Right.
Well, you'll have a drive home, so we would love to talk to. It's not really that bad of a drive, but you probably it's not a long drive, but it's going to be a curvy drive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the truth. Oneida's kind of like going to Livingston. There's no good way to get there, but once you're there, there's a lot of good ways to get out.
Well, drive safe, my friend. Have a good.
Hey, I always do.
And we'll talk to you again next week, okay, buddy?
All right, sounds good, Dennis.